The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your own life what you want it to be. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache comes with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. You may be hurt if you love too much, but you will live in misery if you love too little. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. The man who does more than he's paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. Our only limitations are those we set up in our minds. Happiness is found in doing, not merely possessing. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. An educated man is not necessarily one who has an abundance of general or specialized knowledge. An educated man is one who has so developed the faculties of his mind that he may acquire anything he wants, or its equivalent, without violating the rights of others. More gold has been mined from the mind of men than the earth itself. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has a flock of opinions ready to be wished upon anyone who will accept them. If you are influenced by opinions when you reach decisions, you will not succeed in any undertaking. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me, because I will believe in them and in myself. Cherish your vision and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. Wise men, when in doubt, whether to speak or to keep quiet, give themselves the benefit of the doubt and remain silent. Hold a picture of yourself long and steady enough in your mind's eye, and you will be drawn toward it. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not more hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. There are no limitations to the mind, except those that we acknowledge. Helen Keller became deaf, dumb, and blind shortly after birth. Despite her greatest misfortune, she has written her name indelibly in the pages of the history of the great. Her entire life has served as evidence that no one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as reality. Those who succeed in an outstanding way seldom do so before the age of 40. More often, They do not strike their real pace until they are well beyond the age of 50. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. If you're not learning while you're earning, you are cheating yourself out of the better portion of your compensation. A genius is simply one who has taken full possession of his own mind and directed it toward objectives of his own choosing, without permitting outside influences to discourage or mislead him. Any ideas, plan, or purposes may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. First comes thought, then organization of that thought into ideas and plans, then transformation of these plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small amount of fire brings a small amount of heat. You become what you think about. Desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen pulsating desire which transcends everything. If you give up before your goal has been reached, you are a quitter. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Lift this sentence out, write it on a piece of paper in letters an inch high, and place it where you will see it every night before you go to sleep, and every morning before you go to work. Most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. Effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. Every man is what he is because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. There's no substitute for persistence. The person who makes persistence his watchword discovers that old man failure finally becomes tired and makes his departure. Failure cannot cope with persistence. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Knowledge is power. It is nothing of the sort. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when and if it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end. Dreams are the seedlings of reality. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Goals are dreams with a deadline. Successful men become successful only because they acquire the habit of thinking in terms of success. If you are ready for the secret, you already possess one half of it. Therefore, you will readily recognize the other half the moment it reaches your mind. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done the day before yesterday. There's very little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference. The little difference is attitude. The big difference is whether it is positive or negative. If you fail to control your own mind, you may be sure you will control nothing else. It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed.